Welcome back, my movie lovers, to another Norman Zedrick the Critic review. I'm Alec Perez. Today is a very special day. As you may know, I have my Super Mario Bros. Shirt on, so you guys have probably guessed, but today we are going to be reviewing the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, before we begin, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and link the bell to get notified about any new video that comes on this channel. So today, I want to talk about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Spoiler, I'll be going fully deep into the movie and into the games. If you've not even heard about Mario or never played the games and seen the latest movie that came out, I suggest turn off this video, watch the movie, and play the games, and then maybe come back, watch, and hear my honest opinion about the review. So with that being said, let's get into today's videos. I want to talk about the Mario franchise. This game was invented in the 1980s. It all started with the Donkey Kong game. It's the arcade game where Mario, plumber guy, is jumping over the barrels and tried to save Princess Toadstool, and later on became one of the biggest franchises ever to date, with Mario being the Mario that we all know, where he defeats Goombas, Troopas, defeats Bowser, and wins the girl. It's a phenomenal franchise of games that have been released to the Super Mario Bros., Mario Kart, Mario Party, and then Super Smash Bros. They all have their great aspects of bringing this character to life, and which is why I was so pumped up and very excited when they announced the movie for this amazing game trilogy. Now, the Super Mario Bros. Movie came out on April 5th, 2023. It initially was supposed to have a release date of April 7th, but due to Holy Week, which is a very holy week for Catholics, it released on Good Friday, April 5th. Now, the movie was a big phenomenal event, as that grossed over $540 million on its first weekend. It beat Frozen. Later on, it made a ton of money, as that finished off with box office achievement of $1.36 billion worldwide. It beat Frozen. It didn't nearly make it to Frozen 2, as that one was at least $1.540 million worldwide, but it was still a good run for Illumination and for Nintendo to come out with another release. That Super Mario Bros. 2 would be coming out somewhere around 2025 or 2026. I don't know, I just heard from a Nintendo Direct. This movie, though, received less with the critics, but it received very great with the audiences. As for critics, they gave it a 59%, which I'm not sure why they did, but watching the movie, I can maybe see some different aspects of it, maybe the runtime, the story depth, and most other things in there, but that's just the critics. I don't really believe critics a lot of the time, but in ways like this, there wouldn't be critics to this day if we didn't have any reviews, and if there weren't any movies to be reviewed, I would not be having this channel right now. We're still getting the aspect of great reviews and other minor detail reviews that Rotten Tomatoes decided to point out that is not really true. I downfall the critics for what I'm seeing with the audience. This received, however, a 95% with audiences. So minor change right there. I think this was a huge success, and we could just forget of what the critics gave for this review. But yeah, when I watched it, I didn't want to watch it on Good Friday, so I waited till Holy Saturday, and it was the best thing to see a very iconic movie come into theaters and bring us a lot of joy. A very fun movie for the whole family to watch. But anyways, let's get into the story of this amazing film. So the story, it starts off in, I guess you would say, the ice world. As you play Super Mario Bros., you go into like an icy world. You run into the Penguin King that is portrayed by Carrie Payton, who's famous in the Walking Dead series. He plays this cane penguin, and Bowser's army is attacking their fortress to gather up the powered stars. So as you would see in Super Mario Bros., when Mario grabs that star power, has those powers to kill the Goombas and Troopas. It's basically a power like that Bowser is trying to collect. It ends off with that. It shows Mario and Luigi. Mario is portrayed by the famous Chris Pratt, and Luigi is portrayed by Charlie Day. They are starting their plumbing business in Brooklyn, New York. That's where Mario and Luigi were from. Their business is not going very well as planned. They're starting their ad business. They get their first phone call, but it was an unsuccessful job. Then Mario was feeling bad because his dad did not figure that he was going to have huge success and the fact that he is taking his younger brother with him. So they found a very interesting commercial ad where there was a leak going on in Brooklyn, and Mario and Luigi decide to go investigate and fix that problem. So they go into the pipelines under Brooklyn, and they went into a very mysterious pipeline that will lead us to the famous Mushroom Kingdom world. And so Mario and Luigi got sucked into the pipe, but they cross paths. Luigi goes to another direction and Mario goes into another direction. Mario goes into the world of the Mushroom Kingdom, and he's run into a toad that is portrayed by the funny Keegan-Michael Ray. And they're on their way to the Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi entered into the Badlands, which is run by Bowser. And Bowser is portrayed by the funny Jack Black. Now Luigi got captured by Bowser's. They brought Luigi to Bowser, and Bowser was expecting rumors that Princess Peach has a new boyfriend. But let's take that story off to the side. Let's go into the Mushroom Kingdom side. Mario and Toad are on their way to the Mushroom Kingdom to visit the princess. Now the princess was having some problems of her own as Bowser was collecting the power stars that I mentioned about when beginning the story. They have to protect the Mushroom Kingdom. Princess Peach had to go where the Donkey Kongs are located to help them with this big mission. And Princess Peach runs into Mario, and Mario runs into Princess Peach. Princess Peach was shocked to see a human for the very first time, decide, well, I think you're more capable of helping me with this mission. They made a deal that Princess Peach would train Mario to become a very notable warrior, and Princess Peach will help Mario to find Luigi. And so it shows this very iconic course that we would see in Super Mario Bros. It was absolutely amazing. How they would use the power-ups, how they would lose the power-ups, maybe how they die. That was all trained up, and they're on their way to the Donkey Kong area to convince Cranky Kong, betrayed by Fred Armisen. Now let's take that story off to the side. Let's go into the story of Luigi and Bowser. So Bowser is finding out that Mario was lurking his ways and hanging out with Princess Peach. And Luigi is the one who knew Mario, and Bowser had to spill him out of what Princess Peach was up to and why she's with this Italian plumber. Princess Peach and Mario convinced Cranky Kong, but in order to get the army, Mario would have to defeat Donkey Kong, which is voiced by Seth Rogen. They are beating it up, and Mario wins, and the armies of the Kongs were officially now Princess Peach owned. They went back to the Mushroom Kingdom to defeat Bowser's armies. It broke loose as Bowser found out where they were. They captured all the Kongs. Princess Peach went to go warn the Toads that Bowser was coming. They flood the Mushroom Kingdom, and Princess Peach stayed guard to protect the Mushroom Kingdom, and Bowser captured her to marry her. Now, Bowser had a secret weapon to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom, and Mario at that time, who we thought dead with Donkey Kong, to find a way to get out of that whale and go save Princess Peach. They managed to succeed and helped defeat the armies, but didn't go according to plan as the whole armies of Bowser and the people of the Mushroom Kingdom flood into Brooklyn, New York. And that's where Luigi and Mario reunite with each other, or I guess you would say they reunited when he saved his brother from almost falling into lava. They defeat the armies of Bowser. Bowser got defeated by Mario and Luigi when they grabbed that superstar power, and they saved the day, and Mario and Luigi moved to the Mushroom Kingdom, started their plumbing business, and being the notable heroes for Princess Peach. And that is where the story ends with the Super Mario Bros. Movie. So we just went over the success, the story of Mario Bros. So stick around and hear my honest opinion about the movie itself. Alright, so what is my overall review? So the overall review of the movie is very fun. There's a lot of cameos that I'm going to be talking about, and there's fun aspects that brings power to this film. Illumination did a very excellent job of capturing the Mario theme, every aspect of Nintendo-wise. There's just a lot of things that have to be covered in this overall review. Let's start off with the cameos. I think I've captured over 10 or 12 cameos, but I'm going to give the honorable mentions. When it came to Mario and Luigi watching their their commercial at a pizza parlor. There was an arcade game that this guy was playing, and he sounded a bit like Mario. But guess what? He was the actual voice. Charles Martinet surprisingly voiced the character, and he also voiced Mario and Luigi's father. There's also another one. In the commercial, there was a lady that said, "Thank you again to the Mario Bros, and all I need to know is how to take money out of my payment." That was the voice to the 1980s show, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Her name is Jeannie Elias. She is the voice of that lady in the commercial. She also was the voice to Mario and Luigi's mother. So there's a lot of things that had to do aspects with the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, as they brought the original voice of Princess Peach. And there was also another Mario went back into his room when his dad trash talked to him, and he was playing a game that was the Pit game. I don't know if you guys know the Kid Icarus games. I played a game on the 3DS, but I've never grown up playing this game. But it was a very iconic Nintendo game. When you look at the back of his bed on the wall, there's different variety of posters that are from the Metroid games and many others that I cannot think of. When Mario and Luigi were scrolling through the TV, interviewers interviewing the mayor, that is, I believe, I forget her name, that used to be Princess Toadstool. You would notice her in the game Super Mario Odyssey, and she is the mayor also. It's kind of funny when you think interviewers are viewing Princess Toadstool, but let me know in the comments of what her name is. There's also when Mario and Luigi received their first call, they had this ringtone that sounds very familiar in the early 2000s of this game system that everybody grew up. And this was the first game system that I played. It is the GameCube opener. When you hear that sound, it's the opening theme of when you turn on that GameCube or when you're about to play a game. It's very iconic, and I love it very much. And then when Mario and Luigi's car broke down and they were going to their first call for their first customer, they went through a construction work area, and you notice that the screen is what the Super Mario Bros. Game looks like. You are definitely correct. It is the main opener of the first Super Mario Bros. Game, as you can see from the brick lining to it and how Mario and Luigi are presented the 2D version. But that's just the ones that I caught into my mind and I thought was super amazing. Now the voiceovers. The voiceovers were really good, actually. I was very hesitant at first of when they casted Chris Pratt as Mario. Luigi did a good cast role. Jack Black was great as Bowser. I was very shocked when they cast Jack Black. I was very curious of what he was going to sound like. Now, Anya Taylor-Joy, I don't know her career as much. The first movie that I watched was this M. Night Shyamalan film called Split and Glass. She was not a very recognized actress until she got voiced act in the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and she's actually not that bad. I mean, these are just voice actors. They're not gonna break their performance in real life since they're just voicing the characters. Anya Taylor-Joy gives a very good performance, and Toad was awesome. I was very surprised that Keegan-Michael Ray had that falsetto voice to voice innocent, loving Toad. It was really fun. For Donkey Kong as Seth Rogen, I don't know. Seth Rogen was the only one that didn't really surprise me very much as Donkey Kong. It's a good casting here since it's a fun film. We want to add fun voices. But Seth Rogen, though, as Donkey Kong? I was thinking of maybe like big actors like John Cena, Dwayne Johnson, or Vin Diesel to voice this Donkey Kong. I'm not going to get too critical about it, but Seth Rogen gives a very funny performance. I don't think he was that funny as Donkey Kong, but we'll have to get him later into the films of if he deserves that singular movie. But I think I captured everything in this amazing review. But let me know in the comments of what you guys thought of this review and what you think maybe were my mistakes, and point out those Easter eggs. Oh, but I do want to also mention about the ending of the film. So the ending of the film, there was a opener for the next movie, and it's gonna star Yoshi, which I think is gonna be very amazing. But I'm gonna end it here. If you guys really like this video, I appreciate if you give this video a like, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. And also, we have Instagram and Facebook, so if you want to get updates of any reviews or maybe the best of the best, which I did on Willy Wonka, those can be all from Instagram and Facebook. So with that being said, thank you guys again so very much for watching the Super Mario Bros. Movie review, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.